if you switch from the care worker visa to skilled worker visa, does it still count towards your indefinite leave to remain in the UK? Yeah, this is what everybody has been asking. Do you have to go back and start counting afresh? Do you have to do this? Do you have to do that? So in today's video, I'm just going to break everything you need to know, whether you're switching to dependent, or you're switching from dependent, or you're switching from care worker, and so on, so you understand it better. So stay tuned and watch this video right to the end. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fajira. If you're seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, I'm so happy to have you all in our beautiful family. For my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. In fact, you guys make me stay awake to film videos because I know you're there to watch them, and especially with new updates. I really do appreciate. God bless you. If you're new to this channel, I create content on how you can migrate to the UK immigration update, everything you can think about the UK. So if you're interested, or you know anybody who may be interested, please do like and share this video with them, and also do subscribe if you're yet to subscribe to join our beautiful family. As earlier mentioned, a lot are confused about switching from care worker visa to skilled worker visa. Today's video, I'm just going to share the differences. Like, there is no massive difference whether you switch from the care worker visa to skilled worker visa. We know there are different categories of visa, but the care worker visa and the skilled worker visa are similar, and a lot have been asking, oh Fajira, if I switch from the care worker visa that brought me to a skilled worker, will I still have to start counting from year one towards my indefinite leave to remain? I'm going to share all of that in today's video. As you can see on my screen, the main difference between the health and care visa and the skilled worker visa is the type of work they are intended for. We know that the skilled worker visa is for different professions. Also, people in the health industry as well, they still apply for skilled worker visa, not only health and care worker visa. Now, health and care visa for qualified health and care professionals, including doctors, nurses, allied health professionals, and adult social care professionals, is only for jobs in NHS organizations that provide medical services to NHS and those that provide adult social care. So there are some jobs as well you will get with NHS. Let's say maybe you get a job as a data analyst. It's still in NHS, but you can't apply for health and care worker visa. You will have to apply for a skilled worker visa. Now, skilled worker visa for a wide range of skilled occupations, including some healthcare roles. Some healthcare roles as well, you still have to apply for the skilled worker visa. Here are some other differences between the two visas. Health and care visa application are fast track and processed within 3 weeks. Application fee: the health and care visa application fee is lower than the skilled worker visa application fee. Like, we know that the UK government subsidized it. So if you're applying for a health and care worker visa for 3 years, it's below, I think below £400, I think 300 and something pounds or thereabout. And if you're applying for a skilled worker visa for 3 years, it's more than that. And now, immigration surcharge: there is no requirement to pay the health care immigration surcharge for the health and care visa. So if you got a job as a health and care professional, you don't pay for immigration surcharge. But if you got a job, let's say even in NHS, and as a skilled worker, on maybe a business analyst, project manager, you will have to pay for IHS. Now, for some healthcare or education jobs, the salary must be at least 23,200 or more if jobs going rate is higher. So if the job going rate is higher, it may be more. Then both visas allow foreign medical professionals to work in UK for up to 5 years with the option to extend if eligible. This is what a lot has been asking me about. If I switch from the care worker visa to a skilled worker visa, Fajira, am I still counting towards my indefinite leave to remain? Yes, you're still counting towards your indefinite leave to remain, guys. As you can see, settlement: both visas allows holders to apply for settlement in the UK after 5 years. So they are same visas, but just that because you're working as a health professional, that's why it's called health and care worker visa. So if you get a job and you want to switch to the skilled worker visa, it's not a problem. It still counts, because if you go to my TikTok account, you'll see people arguing that you have to start from year one, you have to start counting afresh if you are on the care visa and you're moving to a skilled worker visa. Guys, you don't have to start counting afresh. If you had stayed on the care visa for 2 years and now you're able to get a job as a skilled worker, maybe you're switching, guys, the 2 years you have stayed on the health and care worker visa, it still counts towards your 5 years to indefinite leave to remain. So now you only have to be on the skilled worker visa for 3 years to make up the 2 years you have been on the care worker visa. Then you'll be eligible to apply for your indefinite leave to remain. Now, another thing you need to take into account, if you are a dependent of maybe a student dependent or a dependent on any category of visa, at the point you're switching to become the main applicant, then you start counting afresh. That's the only way that you have lost those years you had on your previous visa. For instance, if you are a dependent to someone who is on a care worker visa and you carry on for the 5 years, you will both apply for your indefinite leave to remain at the same time. Let's say you decide to apply for your own skilled worker visa and become the main applicant. Then you have been on the care worker visa for, let's say, 2-3 years, you've lost it. You're going to start counting afresh. So the only way you will have to start counting afresh is when you're changing as a dependent. Let's say maybe you go to marry someone who is a British citizen or someone who has settlement status in the UK and you want to do the spouse visa. You have to apply for a visa for 2.5 years. You have to apply 2 times for 5 years to get your indefinite leave to remain. But if you're just switching from a care worker visa to a skilled worker visa, they're almost the same. The only thing is it depends on the job you're coming to the UK to do. If you're working for NHS or in adult social care, you don't have to pay for IHS and all of that like you heard me read. But you don't have to start afresh. So for everyone who has been saying, no, you have to start afresh, you have to start this, you have to start counting. No, it's not true. I've been on different routes in the UK. I came as a student, I've been a dependent before we got to where we are. So the only way you start counting afresh is when you're switching as a dependent. Or maybe you finish your studies, you've stayed on your post-study work, and now you now get a job as a care worker or as a skilled worker. You start counting afresh. But you don't just switch from a care worker visa to a skilled worker visa and you start counting. No, it continues to count towards your indefinite leave to remain. So for everyone who is worried, and I saw the plenty arguments in the comment section. Some people are saying it's true, some people are saying it's not true. To be honest, if you're switching from a care worker visa to a skilled worker visa, your 5 years to indefinite leave to remain continues to count. There is no break. There's no break. So I hope this answers your questions, and if you find it helpful, please do like and share this video with your friends and loved ones. I'm sure they will also find it helpful as well, that knowing that you don't have to start afresh, you have to continue. For me, it's a good thing. There are so many mistakes I made when I moved to the UK that with what I know now, I wish I knew them then. There are so many mistakes I wouldn't have made. I would have just, but we did try and error different. And at the end of the day, thanks be to God that from those experiences now are things I'm sharing on this platform. I wouldn't want any of my beautiful viewers to make the same mistakes I made trying to get this visa, trying to be on this one, just switching without even, it was, how will I say it? I don't know the right word to use, but thanks be to God, at last we still got to the end of the process, and I'm grateful to God. But I wouldn't want to see any of my beautiful viewers just, today you're a dependent, tomorrow you're the main applicant. It further delays your 5 years to get your indefinite leave to remain. So if you are the dependent, carry on to be your dependent till you get your 5 years. If you're the main applicant, carry on to be the main applicant. If you want to switch from the skilled worker visa or the care worker visa to study visa, you will lose the years you have stayed on that category of visa, and now you are starting afresh with a student visa. But bear in mind that the student visa does not count towards your 5 years indefinite leave to remain. You can use that as a 10 years route, but not a 5 years route. So if you have stayed 3 years as a skilled worker and you want to become a student, you finish your study, you get your post-study, you can now start the 10 years route. Or if you finish your studies and you're lucky to get a job that will sponsor you on the skilled worker visa, then you can now come back and start as a skilled worker again. But now you have lost the 3 years as a skilled worker if you intend to go through that route, and you have lost the 2 years as a student, or maybe the 18 months as a student, and now you're starting a new route. So sometimes it's just good to understand the process, get a solicitor involved, and let them advise you on what to do, especially when you have changed from one category of visa to the other that does not count towards your indefinite leave. But if you want to get your indefinite leave on time, you're better off just staying on the skilled worker visa for the 5 years, or care worker visa for the 5 years, or as a dependent for the 5 years. You don't have to be switching from the main applicant to dependent, from dependent to main applicant. That will just further delay your indefinite leave to remain in the UK. So guys, this brings us to the end of today's video. And for everyone who had asked or still have this question in mind to ask, I hope this has answered the question. And if it does and you find this video helpful, please do like and share with your friends and loved ones, and also do subscribe if you're yet to join our beautiful family for more videos like this. Until I see you in my next video, guys, take care and have a lovely day. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.